Welcome to my channel where we speak about vocal health and common questions asked about singing. My name is Miranda-Roza and I am an online vocal coach here to help you learn more about singing. Today we will be talking about how to expand your vocal range. In some ways, yes, but that depends on how you look at it. Reason being is you have a specific amount of notes that your voice can comfortably sing. Now, those notes are based according to how wide and how closed your vocal folds can go. So, if you, for example, sing high notes, your vocal cords go as close together as possible. So the higher you go, the more close your vocal cords go. And the lower you go, the more they open. And so the smallest opening that your vocal cords can make is your maximum high note. And the widest that your vocal cords go is your maximum low note. So we don't always know how to use our entire range. And that is generally what expanding your vocal range means. It means that you're basically just learning how to use the full capacity of your voice. And with that being said, you are expanding your vocal range because you are expanding on account of being able to reach and sing higher notes or lower notes more so than what you were used to in the beginning. And that is expanding your vocal range. You have the potential, you have the vocal range, you just need to learn how to use it to its full potential. So with that being said, let's dig a little deeper. Now, here are some exercises that you can do in order to expand your vocal range. Because to an extent, as we've already learned, it is possible. Now, lip trills is one of the most favorite things that vocal coaches teach you. Some think it's embarrassing, some not, but it is a very good vocal exercise in order for you to train your voice and maximize the full potential of your voice. Now, what is a lip trill? It is something that we've all done as children, but funny enough, when you're a little bit older and they ask you to do it, it's like, and for some reason you struggle. It's when you were small and you used to sit outside and you were bored out of your mind, you had nothing better to do, and so you'd sit there going, basically that's it. But the tricky part is when you've got to now add some notes in, because that's where you learn how to use your diaphragm, and you realize you can't actually hold that trill for as long as what you did when you were small. But that's okay. You can practice, because practice makes perfect, and you will definitely be able to do it perfectly soon. It is funny enough an easy thing to get used to. Once you figured it out, it comes easy. In the beginning, I struggled. I really did. I struggled. But once I was taught how, and that if you use your diaphragm, then it's extremely easy. So lip trills are a vocal exercise where you blow air through your lips, which creates a vibration known as a trill. This exercise is used to warm the cords and improve breath control and reduce tension in the vocal cords. This helps build vocal endurance and helps you move smoothly between notes. This makes it easier to expand your range. Cool, isn't it? Now, in order to do a lip trill, you need to relax your face as well as your lips. And then you are going to blow air through them, creating vibrations. Now, once you have accomplished that, you then add pitch and notes through your trill. And what you can do is you can either do it on like a normal vocal warm-up scale, or you could do little loop-de-loops where you go from your lowest note to your highest note, and you basically just play with your voice through the lip trill. Lip trills help engage your diaphragm. Now, you need your diaphragm in order to do lip trills properly, but it does teach you to rely on your diaphragm. And now you need to keep in mind that when you are singing, you need to use the techniques that you're learning within your vocal warm-ups and random exercises to apply it when you are singing words. And I know it can be very difficult, especially if nobody reminds you to do it. But yeah, because you're focusing on the rhythm, the tone, the melody of the song, and the words and the notes. And then you gotta remember your diaphragm and placement and all these things. It's like driving a car. But once you get there, it's pretty easy. Now, with that being said, it also helps you to learn how to distribute air evenly when singing, which is a singer's key to singing with ease as well as minimizing strain in the voice. Which, if you do my vocal health course, you will learn that any form of strain or tension is extremely bad for singing. Lip trills also encourage vocal cord closure without forcing the voice. This is a gentle and efficient way to warm those cords. Number 2 is sirens or glides. What are sirens or glides? Firstly, sirens and glides are basically the same thing, it's just different words. It is a vocal exercise where you smoothly transition from a low pitch to a higher pitch in a comfortable way. While doing this, you are singing up and down in a continuous motion like a siren. That is why we say siren or glides, because siren is the sound of a siren. You know that noise? That is exactly what you're basically doing. And a glide is because you're gliding through the notes and you're rotating through high and low notes. This helps to stretch and warm the cords. It also improves vocal flexibility and smoothens out the transitions between different vocal registers, such as head voice and chest voice. How cool! Now, in order to do sirens and glides, just in case you don't know, you always start on a comfortable note, which is usually in a lower pitch. Then you glide up in pitch smoothly in order to reach your highest comfortable note. Now, do not, under any circumstances, force yourself to go any higher. If it's uncomfortable and sounding weird, don't go further. Maybe go like a note or two down. But comfort is key, so you keep to the comfortable notes, because you will definitely damage your voice. Now, what you do is you go up to the most comfortable high note and you glide back down to your most comfortable low note, and vice versa in a consistent tone. And you'll repeat it from low to high or high to low, and you'll be annoying to your parents or whoever lives with you. But hey, it's the joys of being a singer. Sirens and glides are great for learning to do smooth transitions between high and low transitions in your voice. So when you are going from a high register to a low register or vice versa, in order to get a more smoother transition, because if there isn't a good transition, it not only sounds weird, but it's gonna hurt your voice a little as well. It also allows safe range expansion, which is exactly what we want to hear. It also teaches you how to blend head voice and chest voice in an unnoticeable way, which is super cool because, okay, the untrained ear won't necessarily notice, but the trained ear definitely will notice that your transitions are a little bit off. But it's very important for you to have good transitions, because the more effort you put into your voice and the more caution you put in will prevent you from damaging your voice. This also allows your voice to strengthen and not weaken. They serve as an excellent warm-up as they loosen the cords and they relax them. You know, it takes away all the weird strain that you might have. They also encourage steady breath support, which helps in sustaining long notes more smoothly. A lot of singers often use these techniques right before performances or practice. It also improves the agility of the voice across a full vocal range. Number 3 is humming. What is humming? It is a vocal exercise where your lips stay closed and sound is produced by vibrating the vocal cords. It is a gentle way to warm the vocal cords without strain, which is awesome and very important. Humming creates resonance within your face and chest, helping to improve tone, pitch accuracy, and breath control. as well as smooth transitions. Humming is used to warm the cords before singing. It engages muscles without overexerting them and helps you prepare for more demanding exercises and keeps you safe. It is also a great way to build internal awareness of your voice, allowing better control and singing with ease. So breathe with that diaphragm. Diaphragmatic breathing is crucial for sustaining and supporting notes across the entire vocal range or a wider vocal range. Controlled breath support helps you to reach higher notes as well as sustain them longer. There are many ways in which you can practice your breathing techniques. It doesn't necessarily have to be just practicing breathing. You can do so during vocal warm-ups and singing as well. Just be mindful. If you would like to know more about why breathing techniques are important, be sure to enroll in my vocal health course now and learn how to care for the cords so that you can have a lifetime of safe singing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. What? I know. It's something that in school they made sure they told us about and burnt it into our ears. We didn't want to listen. We chose not to. And then we decided to be singers and we realized, okay, it's important. Good posture enables proper airflow and it makes it easier to reach different parts of your vocal range. What? Yeah, it's true. Reason being is, think about it. If you are squished, say now someone bigger than you comes and sits on you. You can't breathe, can you? Why? Because the space is getting limited and you can't push them off because you're not that strong. And so it's exactly the same with your organs and your vocal cords and your diaphragm, and you get what I mean. So that is why posture is good. So if you stretch like this, you can hear the strain in my voice. I don't sound so. It's uncomfortable. It's not good. It's not healthy. You see what I mean? It's not good. It's not good. You need comfortable posture. It is a difficult thing to do, especially if you're used to being lazy. It is in some cases painful because those lazy muscles are crying, but it is good because it gives you enough airflow, it gives enough space for all your insides, and it eliminates a great deal of tension in your body. So we need to work on that posture, huh? You and me both, don't worry, I still struggle with it too. You will also learn about why posture plays a great role in singing if you enroll in my vocal health course. Wink, wink. You need to know how to use your head voice and your chest voice. It is extremely important as this is how most singers damage their voices. Mixing registers is also important in order to have smooth and safe transitions. And we've already learned how to do that. Singing scales and arpeggios, start comfortably and stretch your way with ease because that is how you train in anything. Don't push yourself. I mean, you do to an extent, but you don't push to kill, you push to improve and strengthen. We don't want to be weak and we don't want to be sick either. Focus on ease and relaxation rather than pushing and rushing your voice. You can also do falsetto practice, which is a light, airy head voice, which can help condition your vocal cords for higher notes. Just like any muscles, your vocal cords need strengthening. Regular exercise will help, like pitch slides and glissando. Don't know if I said that right. Glissando. Somebody will correct me somewhere along the line. This is where you slide between pitches to smoothen out your transitions. What are pitch slides? Pitch slides are notes that are sung in a smooth and continuous style instead of jumping to a new pitch. It's more subtle and can happen over a shorter range of notes, where glissando is a more dramatic type of way. It involves sliding between a series of pitches in a rapid, sweeping motion. It can cover a wide range of notes, moving from a lower note to a higher note through obviously a bunch of other notes in between, or vice versa in a smooth and unbroken flow. Then we have staccato. It is another exercise that helps as well. Practice quick short bursts of notes in both head voice and chest voice, and focus on using your diaphragm. One thing that I have found personally is when you do any vocal warm-ups to focus on your diaphragm. Like really focus on it. Focus on using it. But it's easier to use it when you know how. When you don't know how do you use it? And in my defense, I didn't even know we had a diaphragm. So, moving on. Which is very important. It should be number one on every cane list because strain is the enemy. It's the enemy of every singer on earth. And so, while practicing, never force yourself to hit any notes that are uncomfortable, especially too high or too low, because that can create tension if there isn't any. So, practice makes perfect, but care and ease is important too. Instead, focus on singing with resonance rather than power. What? I thought singing was all about power. Honestly, I did too. But that's where you get strain. And that ain't good. Use your diaphragm to support those challenging notes. But do so with care. Gradually work your way there. Practice slowly and incrementally increasing your vocal range. Rushing, like when people say, man, when you have a brain bubble and then you lose it. What's the saying? Just give me a second. When they say slow and steady wins the race. My bad. And yes, I'm going to leave it in there just to keep it interesting. When they say slow and steady wins the race and you're like, in athletics, that won't work. I know. It definitely won't. But in singing, it will, because how can you win the race if your voice has already been damaged? You can't, because you can't even enter the competition. So that is why practice, patience, care and resting, and all the good stuff is important, because it'll help you start to sing for a lot longer. It'll prevent you from getting sick. It'll prevent you from damaging your voice forever. But you will end up with a stronger voice and one that continues to improve and not weaken. And I mean, who wants to not sing for the rest of their lives? I don't know about you, but I definitely do. Proper vocal health is extremely important in expanding your beautiful range. And so remember to enroll in my vocal health course, because it'll help you sing for a lifetime safely and comfortably, because it gives you basically the rundown of everything you need to know. I may have not maybe stated every single thing, but it's the basis. It is the most important things. It is things that'll keep you safe, to keep your voice healthy, and to show you where strain can come from, how to handle it, and all the good stuff. Stay hydrated, as this keeps your voice moist, which prevents damage. Rest is also important. It is as important as hydration. So when you feel tension or a dry throat, drink some water and, I wouldn't say necessarily take a nap, but take a break from speaking even sometimes is good. And hey, if you don't want to talk to that annoying person that you see every day, there is your reason not to speak to them. My throat is sore. Can't speak today. Singing comes with so many perks. One of the best ways to safely and effectively increase or expand your vocal range, because they can give you feedback and guidance. They can hear you. Funny enough, that's one thing I learned when I just started singing that nobody told me. Until obviously I started singing. The coach told me. But what you hear is not what other people hear. So When you see all those singers and they sound weird. They they're like, oh, she tone deaf. She thinks she can sing, but she can't. Yeah, she doesn't know she can't sing. She doesn't know she sounds like that to us because you're hearing your voice from the inside and they hear your voice from the outside. See? What a sugar! Mind you, when I heard my voice for the first time, I was about to give up singing completely. Because, whoa, I did not know I sounded like that. So let's be a little bit more loving towards those people that we think cannot sing. Because chances are they can sing, they just don't know how. Because apparently neither did I in the beginning. But anyway, a vocal coach can guide you because they can hear your voice and they can look at how you're singing. It'll be easier for them to pinpoint exactly what the problem is because they're physically looking at you. They are able to see if you standing funny, stretching like a tortoise, or, slouching and all that stuff. And you can't really, because unless you stand in front of a mirror, but you get what I mean. You can't hear yourself from the outside, and they will be able to point out and notice a lot more of these things than you would if you were doing it all by yourself. We don't always like to admit it, but help is good, honey. And with that being said, you can book a free 15-minute trial lesson with me while spaces are available, and maybe I can be your vocal coach. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Anyway, enough of me hinting things. I have mentioned it a few times in the video, but let's make it a topic because it is part of it anyway, so what am I saying? Good things take time. You can't rush good things. Because if you do, it becomes something else. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So, be patient and kind to yourself. Practice safely, consistently, and kindly towards yourself. Make sure you always have a bottle of water before you go into your vocal lesson, whether that be in person or online. Okay, because really need to keep hydrated and the cords need to stay moist. It is also very important to rest. Not a lot of us like resting, especially when it comes to talking and singing, because you just want to sing all day and you want to force yourself to sing all the nice songs and you realize, I can't. It hurts or it sounds weird. But anyway, rest. Be kind to yourself, practice, be consistent, be careful, and soon you will overtake a lot of singers that don't want to take care of their voice, and you'll be singing better than all of them because you took the time, the effort, and you looked after your voice. The longer process might not always be fun, but it is important and it is worth it. Extremely worth it. So please, be kind and careful towards yourself, and do not beat yourself up. Gotta be kind and patient with yourself because regular practice and care will yield great results over time. Thank you for watching this whole video. If you managed to watch the whole video and you're still here, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please do leave me a little like and subscribe so that you can get more of these videos. And check out the description because I might have some goodies for you, as well as my course link and my link for online one-on-one lessons. I hope to see you soon. Bye!